Welcome to my The Seven Deadly Sins, Wrath of the Gods, Season 3, Episode number 11, Reaction, Redirect, and Review video. So this is the very first video on the channel that I'm going to do in this new review style, review on YouTube reaction as a redirect. So of course, if you don't care about the review at all and you just want to see a reaction, the link is in the description down below. You can find a link to BitChute. It will take you straight to the full uncut reaction of episode 11. So if you just want to watch that right now, hopefully you'll enjoy. But I'm going to jump into the review right now of episode 11. It was a very interesting episode. A lot of stuff happened that I didn't necessarily expect. I'm recording this right after actually watched it. So for most of these reviews, I'm not gonna have them like just scripted. I'm not gonna script them. I'm just gonna right after I record the episode or the episodes, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna get my thoughts across for a few minutes on what actually happened in the episode. So we started off, of course, with a recap, like every Seven Listens episode. But we arrived at the place that I already forgot the name of, the city where Helbram killed everyone. And we meet Zeldris, technically an illusion of Zeldris created by Melistula, um, who is actually just chilling there, I guess. I guess she was just waiting there. Um, Good to see her again, so just know that she still exists and that she still does stuff, but also not good to see her again because Melstula, I don't know about her, she kind of fucking sucks. Um, Even though we did see her in the flashback art, but in the present to see Melstula again was interesting. Since I don't think she was there at the maybe she was there at the invasion on Leonis. I don't remember if she was. She was definitely, of course, there when Meliodas fought against all the other Ten Commandments. That's when Bond fucking snapped her neck, which was awesome. Um, but I don't think she was at the Leonis invasion again. It's been forever. I've only seen that arc once, and it's been forever since I've seen it. So she could have been there, and I just forgot. I don't know. Um, but she used her weird like cocoon darkness thing to capture Meliodas, just kind of like put him in the center of the city, and then use another ability to reanimate all of the dead skeleton corpses in the city, which would then fight the rest of the Sindali Sins. But they were actually fueled by Meliodas' power, which is a very well, not by Meliodas' power, kind of like by Meliodas' really like hostile emotions and feelings. They were fueled and they just got really strong. Um, and Esnor kind of, fucked them up really quickly, even though the others fought as well. But then they just kept getting stronger. And then there was just one left, and then like that one was just like super powered with all of his bad emotions and all of his power. But that was kind of like too much for that one skeleton dude, and he just fucking exploded. So Nostradamus' plan didn't really work out there. But I guess I don't know if it was actually her plan to do so in the end. It probably was, but all of the spirits coming from the skeletons then actually invaded DIANE, which was horrible. That was just really sad to see that all of the dead people just kind of took over that poor girl's body. She didn't do nothing wrong. The one who really did something wrong in this scenario was Helbram, who did end up unfortunately sacrificing himself, which in the end didn't even make a much of a difference, I think. I really liked Helbram as a character, even though he was a confusing character. Just like Gother, there was just a lot of stuff to Helbram. We thought originally he died, then he didn't die, then he kind of did die, then he didn't die, then he did die. Then he was actually alive in the helmet, and now I guess he's dead, really, since the helmet got, didn't, as I said in the reaction, get flattened like a fucking pancake. So if this really is the end of Helbram, then rest in peace, my dude. You were a cool character. I did like you. We also got to see Spirit Chastaful, true Spirit Chastaful form for Sunflower for the first time, I think, which was awesome as well. Even though it was kind of gross, I mean, it was a huge ass flower, but yeah, it also had like, it looked like it had like teeth or something. It was weird, but still kind of cool. This episode in general had a lot of interesting things going for it. The animation, I don't think I have to talk about it, wasn't fantastic, of course it wasn't, it's definitely since season 3, but that's just something I come to expect here. Nonetheless, I did still enjoy this episode, since we did get some interesting stuff, especially at the end. Elaine kind of noticed that Diane was being possessed, and tried to, get up and help them, but of course Elaine's kind of weak right now because of the whole, Melistula thing. But for some reason Elizabeth is awaited and she's just hitting. Um, and in the end she came back to save the day. But of course we had to kind of get Diane unpossessed. So Gothel did his best with this invasion. Um, we kind of learned that Diane really blames herself for the fact that Elizabeth is gonna die because she told her a little bit of the stuff about what she, experienced in the flashback arc where she was in the body of Droll and she saw the actual original god. I'm still guessing original goddess Elizabeth there. Uh, so now she's just back. She used some, I forgot exactly what the power was called, but she used some spell that kind of just like shot through Diane's chest and just like absorbed all of the badness, all of the bad spirits, and just like shot them out, which was cool. Um, I guess it's good that Elizabeth is back, and for like, if she really is gonna die, which I don't know if she is. I mean, they say she might, but I don't know. If she really is going to die, which would be sad. I guess it's better if she just, now that she has her memories back and she has her powers back, actually, since the Elizabeth we knew couldn't do that. I mean, she could heal people, yeah, but she didn't just like shoot a giant fucking light laser through someone to absorb all the bad spirits possessing him. Even though that hasn't happened in the show before, I don't think she could have. But now that she can, I guess that's good that she joins the fight against Melistula. Interesting, that we're actually going to see her fight in the present. Never thought I would see that. Um, Elizabeth has always been kind of a character that I didn't know what to really feel about. In the beginning, I thought she was alright, a little bit annoying. The moment that I really started to like Elizabeth is when she like sacrificed herself during the Bond rescue arc. I forgot what it was called, but like episode 6, 7, whatever it was. I think it was before episode 5 or 6, when the weird fangs were doing this shit, and she like grabbed. I forgot all the weird fangs' names. I don't remember any of them. But she like grabbed the one dude's bell in her mouth, and she like sacrificed herself kind of a little bit. Though Frasier was like the bud lady. She went through like the huge bud storm to protect the little boy who was actually not a little boy, who was actually one of the others in disguise. That's when I really liked Elizabeth. She showed like a lot of courage there. Because before she didn't do much. She was kind of just there, tagging alongside Meliodas, like, "Oh, Meliodas-sama, do save me." But then that's at that moment she really was like, "I need to do something as well," and she did something. She did something great. And ever since then, Elizabeth is becoming more and more of an interesting character with the whole thing with the goddess happening, then she healing everyone, and then everything in the season 1 finale that happened with Elizabeth. Um, and now that we got so much more information on her, it's gonna be interesting to see what she's gonna do. I still really don't want to see her die. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. Meliodas is still trapped in Melistula's weird darkness cocoon thing, so I'm not sure how he's gonna get out of that. Maybe this is gonna be the end for Melistula, since, I mean, it would be fitting, I guess, kind of a little bit. Um, we'll see. But overall, I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. Possessed Diane was definitely one of the highlights. She was just creepy as fuck. Props to the VA. I don't know who Diane's VA is in the sub, but definitely props to her for pulling off that really like creepy, unsettling diddle. Good job, really good job there. Also the fact that she was kind of crying blood was pretty scary. Um, yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna have to say for this episode. Uh, Episode 12 and 13 will hopefully also be up later today. Um, I'm actually proud that I got this. Again, I said in the reaction, I don't know how long the reviews are going to be for the single episodes, but I'm glad that I got this one up to around the 10-minute mark. For just one episode, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna try to keep the reviews a little bit longer, but if I only do one episode per reaction, it's hard to talk about one episode for 20 minutes. But once we start doing longer reactions, I will hopefully get some longer reviews going. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this review as well as the reaction. If you haven't watched it yet, then you can go watch it right now, and if you have, then hopefully you enjoyed that as well. I'm gonna cut this video off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Nick Snyder signing out. Goodbye, everyone.